I hope you guys enjoy this show. And where do we have to go shoot now?
Downstairs to the studio.
Welcome back to another episode of Strictly Business. Corey, thanks for coming on. Again, it is the Al and Corey show this time. We had no guest co-host. So if you are ever interested, email one of us, and you can be sitting like right. Well, not this as close to us, but yeah. So let's just get right into the hot topics. First up, Inc.com went over 6 top performing industries for 2011. Number 1 is debt collection agencies. Number 2 is e-commerce and online auctions. Number 3 is environmental consulting. Number 4, real estate appraisal. Number 5, advertising agencies. Number 6, job training and career consulting. I'm kind of surprised with a couple of them, like the real estate appraisal, since the market hasn't been too great. I'm not surprised with the debt collection agency because of the economy, the way things have been going, and people owe money. That is definitely going to be on there.
Well, the real estate one does kind of make sense because people are hesitant to buy and sell. So instead of making that move, you want somebody to come in and reassess and reassure you of what you're actually going to be doing or taking that next step. So I can see people investing that before they make a huge investment.
Yeah.
The one that I thought was interesting was sugar plums. What is it called?
There's a sugar plum?
Yeah, sugar plums is actually on the list. Big industry. No, the environmental one.
Well, I mean, I don't know how that will play in a role with job aspect, but I see it people trying to be more green and more eco-efficient with their business.
Right.
So I just don't know how that is going to, I mean, how do you be environmental consultant? I don't know that. But.
Well, I think... okay, so the topic is top performing industries. I think that this is a relevant topic right now. A lot of huge companies, a lot of small companies are interested in their environmental footprint. And I think that if you can do a startup based on this industry, they were saying that the revenue growth for 2011 is 7.5%. Employment growth is 7.2%. You figure a lot of these companies can, if you have knowledge in this area, you can just start it up out of your own home.
Yeah.
The market has low entry barriers, which has pros and cons. I mean, it may be low profit margins in the beginning, excuse me, but with a low barrier to entry, anybody can enter.
Yeah.
And low startup costs, and you are going to have multiple players in the game, but the way that you market yourself, you can really be successful.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really good list. I was actually, when I read the title before I actually went through and read the article, I was thinking a lot different kind of industries. But, the job training, career consulting, I can see that with more people, there are more job opportunities now than there were last year and the year before. So people that have been out of work for 3 or 4 years and want to get touched up on things, that is definitely one that's going to do well. And last one was we didn't really talk about, or the advertising agencies, because the whole digital and online is just the advertising aspect and ways to promote yourself on like Facebook and YouTube and things.
Right.
In the past year has just exploded. They're saying digital media is going to be, this year is going to be one of the bigger things.
When you think top performing, you always think dollar signs.
Yeah.
But they didn't get into too much of the specifics between, what is making them top performing.
Yeah.
Is it their employment growth? They're saying employment growth and revenue growth. So they are factoring in dollars, but
they didn't give you the price.
They don't quantify it. Yeah.
Next topic. It was an interesting article I found. It's the title is what they don't want you to know about 4G. And 4G, with all these phone companies are having them now, is Sprint, Verizon, AT&T, and they're all claiming that the bigger, the fastest, the strongest 4G, whatever. Well, this article says, truth be told, that none of them actually have 4G. The closest one, I guess, is they say Sprint, where they kind of tapped into technology for it, and since they were actually one of the first ones that really started advertising it. But with Verizon and AT&T, the signals are spotty. they're advertising for the 4G, but a lot of areas don't have 4G. Like for instance, in Western Mass right now, we don't have 4G. But you know, they sell the 4G phones just to upsell. I think they said AT&T switched 3G and just slapped on 4G, and they didn't change anything with their system, which is
they're rebranding their existing 3G and
calling it
4G.
Yeah, that's crap. G. That's why I'm not a fan of AT&T. But that's me.
Well, they're the 4th major carrier in the U.S., so.
Yeah. Well, I know T-Mobile is rolling out their ad campaigns against, actually it's just very against the iPhone with Verizon and AT&T. But their numbers keep going down. They've been losing a lot of numbers. I said last quarter that they dropped, I don't know what the percentage was, but they dropped a lot of customers. And I think it's people because they're going over to Verizon and AT&T for the iPhone. Next up, Walmart raises dividends. It increases 21%. And it's basically saying that they made a crap load of money last quarter, and so they're paying out to their shareholders. That's good. Someone's making money. Of course, it's Walmart. So
Walmart is notorious for making money, but it's interesting because this is all part of their strategy. They have been raising the dividend since the article said 1974. So this is all part of their grand plan. Every year they raise the dividend, but they're saying by 2012 their shareholders will get back about $5 billion worth. And not individually, obviously.
Yeah.
But
like, damn, I bought the wrong stocks.
But that's how much they're going to give back. And, you know, we know Walmart, they achieve economies of scale, and they're a giant for all industries. So they're able to, you know, hit the mark on several different revenue growth and all those sorts of good things that would make you give back to your shareholders. And that's what's most important when it comes down to it. Is keeping your shareholders happy.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, there's a Mazda recall. They have recalled more than 50,000 2009 to 2010 Mazda 6s. And I don't know why. Basically because of spider webs.
I can't even do it. How do you do it?
No, hold on.
I got it.
I can't even do it. Wow, I feel like an idiot. Alright, so basically they're recalling the 09 to 2010 Mazda 6s because of spiders, and spider webs are in the vents. The spokesman, Jeremy Barnes, said dealers had identified 20 cases where spiders and webs were found in vents. Webs were linked to yellow sac spiders. They don't know why they're only going into Mazda 6s and not any other Mazda car, but that's just weird. I've never heard a recall because of spiders.
I don't know where these cars are being made. I didn't read too much into this. It's funny because Mazda is kind of like in the background.
Zoom, zoom.
And maybe they're just coming up with this recall to kind of put themselves on the map. I don't know. But
well, that's not a good way to put them on the map. This is like.
But look at Toyota.
Yeah.
I mean, they really came back and, you know, reassured all of their customers that they were back better than ever and will never have another mishap like they had before. But owners
can't say never.
Never say never. Owners will be notified in mid-March if they're part of the recall.
Or if you get bit by a spider, then you know.
Or Charlotte's sitting in the back seat.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I've never heard of anything like that. Usually it's because the car blew up or something's wrong with the engine or the electronical aspect, not because there's insects in your car. I kind of think of like a horror movie.
Well, the spider can weave a web in the vent connected to the fuel tank system. So there must be something that's either imported from, where these spiders.
Yeah, we're just like infested in products.
Yeah,
when they made it.
and I don't know. I guess I need to find out more. But I have a Volvo, so.
Yes, and I have a GMC3, so.
Really no need. But Mazda owners, beware.
Yeah, beware. All right, guys, thank you very much. Or Corey. We'll be right back.
Where's the phlegm coming from?
What?
I don't know where this phlegm is coming from, but I can't get rid of it.
Cambridge Credit Counseling is a nonprofit credit and housing counseling agency located right here in Western Massachusetts. Our certified counselors can help you plan to pay off your credit card debt, explore your foreclosure options, and help you understand if a reverse mortgage is right for you. Call us at 1-800-CAMBRIDGE to learn how we can help.
Welcome back to the Biz News Spotlight. I'm here with Eric Boucher of Electrical Technologies. Eric, what's the history of Electrical Technologies?
Well, in the year 2000, federal government and state governments decided to deregulate the power industry, which means that you don't have to buy your power from power companies anymore. You can buy them through third-party electrical suppliers. Another industry that sprung up at that same time was the power quality industry. Along with deregulation, the power companies were no longer required to supply 95 to 98% clean power. Now when you get your power, it's somewhere between 75 and 85% clean power. And so the power quality industry sprung up to not only clean the incoming power into your home or facility or business, but also help manage the way the power is used within the facility.
Okay.
Electrical Technologies was a father and son sole proprietorship partnership that started about 30 years ago. For the last 20 years, the father, Ray Mirabella Sr., has been involved in the power quality industry and trained with big names like Larry Ray, who is known as the godfather of power quality, and also Ray Hedges, who worked with NASA in developing the power systems for the Apollo missions.
So what kind of services do you guys offer?
We offer power quality systems and energy management devices, also surge protection devices. It really depends on what sort of, how the power is used within the facility. That determines which sort of method we will use to help clean up the power. What the ultimate goal is to provide the maximum amount of power consumption reduction with the least amount of capital expenditure.
So what, you know, when I've met you before taping, but like what made you want to, I know we spoke before, but what made you want to join Electrical Technologies?
Well, it's an up and coming market that even though it's been around for 10 years, the market is set to explode. The power is getting more expensive. Gas prices are going up, and businesses are looking for ways to conserve power. So it's sort of right place, right time.
So what's next for the company?
Well, the company, because of the Mirabella's expertise in power quality and energy management, not only have they focus on these products because these products provide the biggest bang for your buck. You'll see a return of your investment and a payoff period in usually 12 to 18 months. Other products that they do offer would be more energy efficient lighting, business automation, things like that. But for example, if you install LED lighting, the light bulbs last for over 40 years, but the payoff period is usually around 5 years.
Oh, wow.
So the goal is to help businesses save as much money as quickly as possible, and then they can start implementing some of these other systems so that they can maximize their energy savings overall.
Is there anything else you want to tell the viewers about Electrical Technologies?
According to the U.S. Department of Energy, up to 25% of the power that we pay for, we don't actually use. And that's because of the way the power enters our homes and facilities. So what we do is we offer a free consultation on looking at how the power is utilized in the facility. In order to do that, we look at 12 months of electric bills, consecutive months of electric bills, to determine where the low points of usage are and the high points. We then send an expert out to the facility to determine how it's being used within the facility by examining the electrical system. Then Ray Sr. Analyzes the information. He is our technical guru, he's our engineer, and he puts together several proposals in some instances, sometimes only one, as to how to better manage the electricity that enters the facility.
Oh, great. No, I'll just edit that part in. And then, is there anything else?
In addition to the electrical systems and ways to control power consumption, they're also looking at other strategies to save businesses money. One of those strategies that they're looking into are water conservation devices that have been shown to save 20 to 30% on water consumption as well.
Oh, wow.
And so that's not something that's focusing now, but that's something that's definitely going to be coming down the pike.
Oh, great. What's your email? So if they want to email you and get more information and maybe set up a meeting.
My email is eric@powerqualitysolutions.com, and my cell phone number is 860-324-3324.
All right, great. Eric, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And we'll be right back.
Walking up these big stairs. These big stairs are making me tired. Guys, thank you for watching.
And thanks for tuning in. We had some great topics today. Also, if you're ever looking for fun pictures of the people of Walmart, you can visit them at peopleofwalmart.com, and they're hilarious.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite websites to do. I have nothing to do. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.